Hello, Year 4, it's Mr. Tamlin here, and welcome to our second maths lesson this week. We're going to be continuing with our unit on money, and today our focus is on converting pounds and pence. So pause the video now to write the short day and the title into your maths books now. Let's begin with our learning powers then. So today, our first focus is making links, thinking about yesterday's maths lesson where we were introduced to money, but also money where we've looked at it in previous years as well. Our second focus is imitation, where we'll be doing lots of questions together to learn how to answer today's questions. So let's start with our total recall. Again, we've got three main areas here: place value, addition, subtraction, and money. Our first question says this: write the numbers in descending order. Now, if you remember yesterday we had ascending, today's descending. Now that means where you start with the biggest number and get smaller and smaller and smaller. Our next question says, what is 786 take away 251? So again, column method there, start with the ones, take it away. And then money, how many pence are in a pound? Can you pause the video and try and answer these total recall questions in your books? Okay, let's go through the answers then, starting with number one. Well, the biggest number we had was 4,276. Then smaller would be 1,324. Then 326. Finally, the smallest number is 199. Give yourself a tick if you got those numbers there. If we subtract these numbers, starting with the ones, 6 take away 1 is 5. Then we've got 8 take away 5 is 3. And then 7 take away 2 is 5. Give yourself a tick for 535. And finally, our money question here. Well, there are 100 pennies or 100 pence in 1 pound. Give yourself a tick if you've got that one there. This last question we're going to be using in today's lesson a lot. So let's start with our first question. It's an I do question, which means you don't have to write anything down year 4, but let's look at it together. Copy and complete the amounts to make them equal. Well, this word here, if you remember, equal means exactly the same. So we've got this box has to be exactly the same as this one. Well, this is our blank, but we're told that we've got £5 and 92 pence. Now I'm going to reveal a little top tip here. When we've got £5, we know that's equivalent to 500 pence. So if we've got 500 pence here, and we've also got 92, in total we must have 592. And that is our answer because we've got both sides equal. One is just in pence, the other is in pounds and pence. Now we're going to look at a question very similar, but this is for you to do in your books. It says, can you copy and complete the amounts to make them equal? So remember, the same. This time you're going the other way. So you're told 418 pence, and you want to tell me how many pounds and how many pence. Now, the top tip behind the board is here. £4 is equal to 400 pence. So you know the 400 bit's going to be £4, and then how many pence is left over? Pause the video now to try and answer this into your books. Okay, let's go through the answers then. So using our top tip, we know straight away that we've got £4, because that's the 400 pence. If I look back at my number, I then know that we've still got 18 pence, so I can write 18p. Give yourself a tick for £4 and 18 pence. Now let's move on to our next question, which is another we do. So we're going to do this one together and in our maths books. It says which amount will complete the answer. You've got three bubbles here. One's just in pence, one's in like pictures using coins, and one's in pounds and pence. It says £7 and 81p. Then we've got the crocodile symbol. Now, if you remember, the crocodile symbol means, in this case, a less than. So £7.81, this side is going to be less than this box here. So we need a number that's bigger than £7 and 81p. So let's look at it together. We've got £8.23. Well, we could write that as 8 with the decimal point to separate the pounds and the pence. We've also got this side where it's £7 and 9. Now, because it's just a 9, we need to write 09. If I just write a 9, it'd be 90 pence else. And now we need to think about this as well. So can you pause the video? Can you firstly convert this to a number, so how many pounds and pence, and then think which number would fit in this box? Pause and see if you can answer it. Okay, let's go through this number here. Well, first of all, we've got two £2 coins, that's £4, plus an extra one, so that's £5. Here comes my decimal point because I'm going to move on to the pence now. I've got 10 add 10 makes 20, and I've got 2 add 5 makes 7, so it's £5 and 27p. Firstly, give yourself a tick if you've converted that picture into these numbers here. And now we need to think, which number is going to be bigger than this? Well, £5.27, which is worked out. No, that's not going to be bigger. So leave that one there. £7.09. No, that's not bigger. That's just a little bit less. It's got to be this one here. £8.23 is bigger, because remember the crocodile mouth always open to the bigger number, than £7.81. Give yourself a tick if you've got that one there. Okay, let's move on to our next We Do question. This is all about ordering. It says, put these amounts in order from smallest to the largest. Now, I'll do the first, A and B, where it's always best sometimes to convert it into numbers, so they're all the same. So we've got £4.46, and I can write it like that. For B, I've got 391 pence. Well, we know 300 pennies is £3. I've got my decimal point and then my extra pence there, 91. What I'd like you to do now is do exactly the same for C. So think how many pounds and how many pence, and see if you can write it like I have. And then order them. I want smallest here, then the middle amount, and then the largest amount. Pause the video to try this question in your maths books now. Okay, let's start with C first of all, because we haven't converted this to a number yet. Well, we know looking at the pound coins that we've got 3 first of all, 1, 2, 3 pounds. But then we've also got a 50p and another 50p. Now remember, 2 50s make 100, which is another pound, so I'm actually up to £4 now. There's my decimal point, because I want to look at the pennies now. I've got 20p and 1, so 21p. What we can do now is order them. So looking at these three numbers, well, first of all, just looking at the pounds, £3 is less, isn't it? So I can write B is there. I'm now between A and C. Now they both have £4. So I need to look at the number after the decimal points, like the tenths. So I've got 4 tenths and 2 tenths. Well, we know the next smallest is 2. So I can think, well, C was my next smallest, which must mean A is my biggest, the £4.46 there. Give yourself a tick if you've got B, C, and then A as the order. Now, year 4, we're going to move on to our last We Do question, which looks like this. It says, complete the conversions. On this side here, you've got all of your numbers in pounds and pence, whereas this side, it just wants it all in pence, and it's got the P there to represent pence. I'm going to do the first one for you. So it says £2.56. Well, we don't need a pound sign because when you're dealing in pence, it's going to be like a 3-digit number just with the P there. So I know that it's 200, first of all, because that's what £2 is equivalent to. And I've got my 56. So therefore, on this line, I can write 256 pence is equivalent to £2.56. Now, can you have a go at the other conversions? You'll sometimes need to go into pounds and pence, sometimes just into pence. See if you can do the next 3, just completing the blanks there, into your maths books. Pause the video and off you go. Let's go through the answer. Let's start with this second one here. So 763. Well, I know straight away that 700 converts to £7, and then I'm left with 63 pence. Give yourself a tick if you've got £7 and 63p. The next one, I know that £5 is equivalent to 500, but I've also got an extra 10 to add, so therefore it'll be 510 pence. Give yourself a tick for that one there. And finally, 484. Well, again, we know 400 is equivalent to £4, and then we're left with 84p. Perfect. Give yourself a tick for all of those questions there. Now, year 4, we are done with our We Do questions. It's over to you to start our year 4 maths worksheet, which you'll find on our learning document for today. Just like yesterday, you can either answer the question straight into your book, or there is the link to print there. You don't need to print it, remember, but the link is there if you'd like to use it. Remember, if you are stuck, we've also got this help sheet that will be up for the whole of the week, just showing the coins and the notes and what they're worth. And once you're finished, see if you can use your purple pen to mark it and then take a picture to send to your teacher. Just like we've done for all of our maths lessons, there is a challenge if you find it really easy. If you found it just the right level, move straight on to the next lesson. Well done for today, Year 4. Bye for now.